I can hear you now.
What?
As soon as you press the play, I can't hear anything.
Oh, we're live.
Okay. Woo! You are now in the presence of greatness. Two-time champion Ric Flair. And you're here with Late Night with the Champ. Sorry we had some little technical difficulties, but right now the night is right and the lady's looking nice. If you know what that means you are in for a hell of a night. Okay, tonight Ric Flair will be bringing in none other than the first interview ever on Late Night with the Champ. Woo! I have to say myself, I'm so proud. I'm so happy to have this person here that I want to introduce him right now. We're gonna get right into it. Beanbagz, aka Sid Vicious, aka Psycho Sid, aka one of the champions of the Four Horsemen. Woo! I like the way that sounds. You would like it too if you was a horseman and you would know what it feels like to be a real champion, not like some of you pretenders. Psycho Sid, welcome to Late Night with the Champ.
How you doing, champ? Psycho Sid, aka Beanbagz, here with you, coming at you live and in color.
That's what I'm talking about. So a lot of things have happened in the last, let's say, 3 weeks in the DML. The Horseman was formed. We got a new member just as last week. The Bucks. How do you feel about the state of the union of what's happening in DML and going into 2017 Horseman style?
Oh, we're looking good, man. We got the four horsemen coming in there. We coming in there hot fire, ready for Madden 17, ready to take over DML. DML is looking to take over Madden, and we're looking over to take over DML. Thus, the horsemen are looking to take over Madden itself as well.
Woo! I like the way that sounds. I love the way that sounds. I want to give a shout out to Sting because he's going to win that whole thing in 16 and come back with the belt and bring it back home where it belongs, right here in the stable of the Horsemen. My next thing I want to talk to you about, what do you think about the rise of DML?
Man, it's looking good. We've got some great talented people behind the scenes working the shows. We got this show right here, Late Night with the Champ, first ever episode right here, and right now it's going pretty well. You got the Champ on the mic, man, sounding mighty sexy out there, and we're coming out there with many shows, many broadcasts. Offering more than any other league out there. So DML, we're coming to the top real fast.
I like that. I like that. Just don't forget there's only one number one show, and that's Late Night with the Champ. There's nobody else better than me. If you want to challenge me, bring it. Bring it. Walk the aisle and bring it. That's all I'm saying. But we want to get into something right now. One of my first segments, one of my first segments that I'm really excited to bring in. Sid, I know you're a straight shooter, so I know I'm gonna bring you into it right now, and it's called Contender or Pretender.
All right, let's get into it.
Alrighty. So you're just gonna let me know which one of these lousy non-horsemen, whether they're a contender or a pretender, because we all know every horseman is a contender. So I'm going to start off first with the Packers. Do your job.
I gotta go Pretender. He I mean he's shown signs of brilliance, but until he locks in that consistency, I can't see him contending.
Well, you already know I call him a pretender. He had nerve to call out the champ and get in the champ's business. You know what the champ did? He put his foot on his freaking neck and walked down the aisle and then got a text message from his girl. That's what the champ does. All right, on to our next person. Our next person. That boy Good. Steelers.
I gotta go contender there. Showed what he could do in Madden 16. I look at him to take the Steelers and do pretty well with them as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the kid, but I give him credit. He walked the aisle with the champ and he did what he had to do. But I definitely think that he might be a contender for something. Nothing that I want, but everything that he might want outside of a gold championship next to his name. But definitely, I'll give him a contender. All right. We got two more on the list. We got two more on the list. What do you feel about Woo! The Eagles.
Ness is definitely a contender. He's always there. Towards the especially whenever he's really honed in. The first 5 seasons I was here, he was deep in the playoffs every year. So that dude's a contender. He's gonna do the same thing in 17.
I got to see it with my own eyes. I played him twice, maybe three times in the division. We'll see now that Ric Flair is up full running. He has the steam going. He has the oil pumping. We'll see what happens. I have no option to give him anything. I just leave him as neutral. My last but not least, what about George W. Cush?
Pretender. He really kind of dropped the ball this season. I got to see more out of him.
Yeah, I know him. I would never ever say that he was a contender. Not right now. From what I've seen from the last, I know him from the old NWA when I ran that and stomped the ground. He got a lucky win against me one time, which was a crucial. But all he did is made the champ get back up because that's what I do. I get back up and I walk that aisle and I look him in the eye and then I'll get that 1, 2, 3 in that victory. And that's what happened. So I give him credit for that. But right now, he definitely looks like a pretender. Woo! So before I end it out, all my guests, I like a little section I call "How Do You Like 'Em?" All right, now that we're in "How Do You Like 'Em?" Sid, Psycho Sid, I know we done been to the promised land. We done rode the jets. We done rode in the cars. We done ate the fancy food. We done had the champagne. We done had the executive suites. But a lot of people don't know what that horseman life is like. So I'm going to ask you one time. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. How do you like them? You just tell me how you like them. And my first question is, how do you like your women?
5'2" and thick in all the right places.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I know how that goes. My next thing I want to ask you is, how do you like it being there in the southern? When you go to a southern state, how do you feel about? How do you like your ribs?
Ball at the bone and melt in your mouth, man.
That's what I'm talking about. And last but not least, how do you like your movies?
Suspenseful, powerful, just like Sid Vicious himself.
That's what I'm talking about. I see a power bomb coming in somebody's future real soon. Real soon. Well, that's all we have for tonight. I want to thank all those that participate, which ain't nothing but horsemen, because that's all it is. If you want to come on and you think you have the guts, the integrity to sit and look face to face with the champ and do an interview with him, hit me up. If not, stay a pretender. Woo! You rockin' with the best horseman style.